I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more about little Maple Leaf?
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh,
god.
take off, eh? I'm just paying her a compliment.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, it's Dahlia. Yes. I'll try. Oh, putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. Okay. But this will be the last. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the... Ooh, not bad, y'all. Tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you say to that, Miss Fay? Hey, speechless. Nice work. As you heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Oh, take off.
How old is Diego? I can't find out.
27.
How old is Mia?
24.
She's like 24 this time.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Edgeworth. You see it, Vamp. You see it.
I see it. Yeah. All right. Anyways.
Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, Armando, you interrupted my thoughts.
If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got that info. That is up our sleeve.
What?
Come on now, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already.
No.
The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
That's right. It was a fake kidnapping.
Flashbacks, my bad.
That's her secret. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the river. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Falls. It's so weird she keeps calling him Mr. Falls when they supposedly dated.
It was a kink of his.
God.
Oh God. Anyways, it's still your turn.
Shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you, like you claim, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Do you understand now? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible.
Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then.
But if it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river, a small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference.
Ah, shit!
Yep. Hey man, you're right. If the events occurred just as the witnesses testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Hey young lady, what's the meaning of this?
Just a moment, Your Honor. Just wait a goddamn minute. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge.
What do you mean?
After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fowles panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
Hey, well if that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is that their explanation correct?
Now that you've mentioned it, I do remember now, when I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
Order! Order in the court!
It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusions. Looks like you
Not
ran
now,
out of bullets.
Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault.
What?
I believe your reasoning was something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Brokeworth, after being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible.
Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it? Huh?
Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Your Honor, all of the answers you are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off. No!
But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him, you know?
Not me.
He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. Damn pervert.
Right. I mean, so young and already so forgetful, Mr. Brokeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. That don't mean much.
Oh, yeah? I remember that.
And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point blank range. That's not point blank.
Agate!
What? So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That's clearly impossible. No, it ain't, but okay. Gun! Gun! Gun!
Order! Order! Hey, what is the meaning of this?
Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally.
What? Oh, what is this? Kick off.
Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had a gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that? That would have been suicide. Perhaps. But still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift currents. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Oh? Then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? Listen to yourself.
The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life. Five years ago. Something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain.
No, it can't be. No.
Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack.
Yay, my turn. Let's fucking go.
Why, that's simply ridiculous.
Your turn!
Order! Order! Hey, don't interrupt
Your Honor,
me.
5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? You know how
Yes.
ridiculous you sound?
This woman is a demon. And there was one more. Shut up.
Shut.
And there was
Anyways.
one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
Hey, you mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
But she was a detective then. Are you saying that she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Why the fuck would you do that?
Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. Murder.
Hey, what are you getting at here?
On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister. And then she told her what she was planning to do.
Planning to do?
She was going to tell the whole truth as she wrote in her note.
That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of the accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister.
Hey, who's that laughing at a time like this? Poser.
Forgive me. It's just hilarious.
Hey, witness? Is that you?
You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back you up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14 I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't prove evidence to at least show that.
Well, Miss Fay?
I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Fay. Or are you stupid or something?
Damn.
God damn.
She going down on her right now.
How can I prove a fake kidnapping?
The exasperation.
I don't even have decisive proof of the murder.
Oopsies.
Alright, well, it seems that we come to the end here. Honestly, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. But, he's pretty hot, so I'm gonna reject the assertions made by the defense.
Thank you, Mr. Judge.
Of course you are.
Is this it? Is it really over? This teenager made a fool of me.
Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that?
Puppy.
Escúchame, mi joya. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
He called me a jewel, you guys. He called me a gem.
Yeah. Go. Anyways.
Testimony.
On the day in question, Della Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There is only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing I could do.
Give up.
Who is the one person who can testify? Oh, Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes. We would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls.
The defendant?
The defendant. Yes, the defendant.
Yes, the defendant.
The damn defendant.
Is this the first time in a case where we've actually had the defendant on the stand?
Yes. The damn
firing out.
defendant.
The defendant, damn. The defendant. Terry Falls, the defendant, bro.
Yeesh, that was a lot of buildup.
This hellscape, oh my god.
What's your take, Edgeworth?
Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Bring that pervert in here.
Oh my
All
god.
right, bring him in.
This,
Oh, bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand, eh?
this is my last chance. My last chance. This is my last chance.
Repeat lines.
All right, defendant, you heard everything that's been said up to this point, right?
I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Falls. I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million.
That's not true.
Hey, Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet, eh? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia. Did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised. We promised never ever betray each other.
Terry.
Dahlia. It's true. You're alive.
You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad.
Oh my god.
Tell me the truth, the real truth.
Oh well.
I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there's one thing I will say.
My
My
life is in
Oh,
your
go ahead.
hands right now, Terry. Oh, my bad. She
No,
was
you're
kinda
good.
cute,
No,
I don't
you're
know.
good. No, she flipped, so it's fine.
Oh.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Alright, Mr. Falls, this is the last testimony. I'm getting tired, eh?
I'm getting tired of this shit. My poutines are getting cold.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
sheesh, sorry. Don't take it so hard.
Water, please. Water.
Hmm?
Can't talk. Need water.
Oh well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself.
Day, 4 p.m. I stopped in the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not Medalia.
Medalia.
Wah, 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 wah.
Melanie.
Sorry, it's my phone's glitching right now. Okay. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her.
That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial.
Alright then, Miss Fay. Please proceed with your cross-examination.
Is this how you want to end it, Mr. Falls? Why is it glitching? Okay. Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
There is only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think.
I think.
Diego, Dottie, and Mia, man.
Feels bad, man.
So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on that bridge. You're sure of that?
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? I'm sure that you're lying.
We got him.
What?
Beep boop.
Oh, I would love to hear the rationale on this, Miss Faye.
You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo.
Oh, nice.
Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge.
But that's the victim at the end of the bridge.
Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls,
Dead.
you must have arrived at the bridge after she did.
Uh,
Mr. Falls. Please.
I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go. Special place.
Hey, did you get to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Talia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it under the base of that tree there. Special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get.
Oh, that little bottle on a necklace is your memento? Hey, it's quite charming, but it looks empty. Put some beer in there.
Hey.
Your Honor, I heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But then he left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dolly Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car.
No!
Yep, I'd say there was enough time for that. Yep.
He checks out.
I've still got a chance. a chance to prove myself to Daddy Hawthorne. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Wait, did I say Daddy Hawthorne? I meant Daddy Armando.
Damn,
You
you did say
did.
Daddy Hawthorne.
Ew.
Damn.
Ooh, why'd I say that? I don't know.
Damn. For
I said
fun.
Hawthorne so many times it just entered my brain.
Oh no, he
He's
did.
bleeding?
Uh-oh.
That's enough. Please.
Hey, witness, you all right there, buddy?
His heart's so broken he's bleeding out his mouth.
I promised her 5 years ago. Whatever happens,
He about to self-oof himself. Oh no.
that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink
What?
bottle.
He really is a sleeper agent.
No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need to recess!
I was stupid.
Very.
Couldn't keep promise.
Oh my god, he committed self-oof.
So I did.
Committed self-oof.
I drank.
he committed Sudoku.
Seppuku?
Sound like a
Yeah, seppuku.
He
Anyway.
committed Shippuden.
No! I was so close to proving myself to Daddy Armando. I mean, we were so close to the truth. I was gonna prove myself to Daddy Armando. I mean, your innocence.
No,
Hmm.
don't want that. Don't trust self. Not anymore. Maybe kill again. Kill Sweet Dahlia again.
Mr. Falls.
Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee.
Shit was stale.
Damn.
Mr. Falls!
Has been deleted. Damn, he died right there. GG.
Damn, y'all
That's
couldn't
the true way to
even.
go out.
Y'all don't have any
I ain't
paramedics.
going back to jail.
And so my first trial ended suddenly, tragically. No winners, only losers.
Can we say we killed a guy?
No.
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
We didn't do shit.
I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul. I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well.
Hell yeah, this shit was sad.
She was dumb.
The one person, the true criminal, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face.
No, she got away with that shit?
Oh
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she got away.
Yeah.
You saw her in the trials after.
Who's allowed to talk about it, Adams?
Unforgivable. Esa bruja.
No! Hi!
Can I get bouncing subtitles?
Just look at what he says on the
Say
screen,
it,
Adams.
say it, say it.
There
man.
is bouncing subtitles.
It's actually in English what he said. It's on the screen.
Follow the bounce.
Yeah.
Melanie, say it. I have the bonk ready.
Puppy.
We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten.
So close and yet so
It's on
far.
my phone. It's on my phone, Daddy.
No llores. You're going to make my coffee all salty.
Oh, I knew that.
Together, I swear to God!
What?
I knew that, my bad.
Mia, don't you get it? You can't cry yet.
Oh, they even put on the sexy music.
Oh,
Dude!
Oh, shit.
Mi
Y'all
cariño,
bleeding tonight?
the only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Daddy, I can bandage you up.
Are we just gonna allow him to
And
bleed on the
let
court
me
floor?
just take a piece off of my skirt and then wrap it around your hand.
Why the skirt
Or
specifically?
do you want my bra? My bra can soak up that blood for you.
Who's
Nah,
talking
we'll
here?
take the
Who's talking
skirt.
here? Who's talking here? Is it me?
Definitely, it's
I'm
definitely.
I'm gonna say it's Phoenix. I'm gonna go with Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Phoenix,
No
but I
matter
could
how
be wrong.
tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time, and you file them away and eventually forget them.
I could give you my bra, Daddy. You feel like you can.
By the way, guys.
It can soak up your blood.
Stop. Y'all never noticed that Phoenix Wright's in a hospital. That's a bag of IV behind his head. Nobody.
Oh, hold up.
Y'all need to recognize that Phoenix is in a fucking hospital, and that's a bag of IV behind him. Nobody recognized that, and I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. He's in a hospital.
Did he
Oh, I
get
didn't
hit by
see the
another
scene.
car?
Anyways.
This is my first time seeing this scene.
Anyways. Rod.
Go ahead, Rod.
1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case.
It's all coming together now.
Dun, dun,
Got
dun.
framed.
And by the way, keep in mind, Dahlia did clap up Godot that day too.
Yeah, he did.
Say
What?
it.
After that, did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes?
Diego, he was questioning Dahlia after the whole fact, and then she clapped him up too. She's a murderous monster.
Oh, is that why he got the Cyclops visor on?
Yup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
She fucking
Oh,
clapped
went into a
him
coma.
up. Yeah.
Anyways.
So
Yeah, she put his ass in a
Fucked
coma.
him
We
up.
gonna put you in a coma.
A coma. If you got the corona. We gonna put you in
They
a
probably
coma.
go through that on the case 5, but that's obvious, right?
Hell yeah.
The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Oh.
Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face.
Guilty, Your Honor.
It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. I'm in a hospital.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, why was Phoenix in the hospital?
And then it ramps up.
Also,
Next time on Dragon Ball, find out why Phoenix is in the
Dragon Ball
hospital.
Z?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Edgeworth,
You just see
if you're
Edgeworth
reading
charging
this
up.
letter,
Okay, so
manga.
Edgeworth,
so yeah,
if you're reading this
so we
letter,
fit, so
you need to
as I
read that out.
said, that court case was very short, right?
Yes,
It was.
So
To the other court cases we do, yes.
do you guys want to see the beginning of this court case? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Or
How long will
just
this be? Because it's
just
like
wanna
already
pause.
12 to
no,
some people.
literally all we're gonna see is the anime opening cutscene, and that's it. We're not doing anything else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're gonna start this court case because people still have to vote
Oh,
for their
yeah,
people.
I was about to be like, oof, I don't know about all that.
Yeah,
player.
no, it's literally
But
just
we're
like
just
the-
watching
it's-
it.
Yeah, it's literally just the opening. People still haven't voted for anybody yet, or voted for all the characters yet. So
Damn,
people
I
gotta vote for
forgot what I
people
was
and shit.
looking for.
So yeah, so
But
we're just gonna.
doesn't the little anime intro thingy, doesn't it usually show you who is the killer?
No.
Nah.
The Silver Samurai?
Sometimes, but not always.
The treasured green village heirloom, whose name means seven-branched sword.
I honestly thought that was part of the game that I was talking just now.
Nice.
Nice.
It is said that the sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless.
The titties bountiful.
What?
Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point.
Oh
And
no!
when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, scene.
Ooh.
The illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare.
Was that incapability? Wait, what? What was that word?
Well, I've
Implacability.
never seen that word. Implacability? Possibility?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yo,
implacability.
that's all you guys get. That's all you have to do.
Alright, cool.
Nothing more, nothing
Oh
less.
man. I just like